have you all here today is because we want you all to follow these rules and expectations, to make sure that you're being respectful, and most importantly, that you're being safe.
If everybody can see our playground, that's what Mrs. Glicksberg is in charge of talking to you today about. Our playground etiquette. That's a big word. I don't even think that was that. There we go. All right, kiddos. So we are down to 6 minutes, and then you're on your way. So I have a lot of things to cover. As long as you can see our playground. Who has not been on our playground yet? Good. The whole picture that Mrs. Glicksberg wants to tell you is play safe. Can you repeat after me? Play safe. Excellent. From the time you line up, and I know you second graders line up at music, right? How do you first graders get out to recess? You go out after lunch, right? The number one thing we've had issues with is many of you are running. It is not a race to get out there. We all will get out there at the same time, okay? Too many of us are running and colliding. So this is the expectations. When you go to the playground, it's from the time you leave your tables at lunch, it's from the time you stand at that music door. No running. We do slow on the playground, unless you're playing a game. Charlie.
So that's why I always listen to you, is because when my brother we were playing hockey showers, where you kicked us out, and I slept in the park with my head open, so I never want to take a shower.
Gotta be safe, right.
So
Be safe.
Always.
Thanks, Charlie. Okay, so getting back, it starts the minute you walk out to playground to the minute you leave. When you hear that whistle, your supervisors say, you drop, stop what you're doing, put your equipment back out. You take that equipment out, that equipment goes right back. You're responsible to put it back on Mrs. Cranford's, her little trolley thing, okay? So, we're going to get started. We know our slides. They're fun. They're fun to go down. We don't want to see you run up. We know that, right? Only one person down the slide at a time. I want you to sit down on your bottom and go feet first. There's no going down head first. You know that rule, right? Remember, the big picture is to stay safe. We are not going to be climbing on top of our tubes or on top of the slides, right? That's not being safe, okay? What do we know about this zip line here?
My brother did.
Yes. What about the zip line?
My brother created it.
How many can go on it at a time?
One.
If someone is using it, should we be running in and out of here? No, that's danger zone. That's a zip line. That's one person back and forth, right? Now, let's just say somebody wants to be pulled. Are we going to pull their legs while they're sitting on that zip line? No. Is that being safe? No, absolutely not. What happens if your friend says, here, let me jump on with you? It's two people on the zip line. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
Not being safe. Okay, excellent. Now, how about moving on to swings? Moving on to our swings.
Yes.
We're going to sit on these swings. We are not going to lay on our tummy, and we're not going to twist. I've seen children get their hair caught, and when you twist, that is not safe, okay? Yes, Charlie?
And also, when you're swinging and you jump off, you can break your arm, so I do not think about that.
Jumping off, right. How many students on one time on these swings? One. I don't want to see two. Okay. Now, how about the monkey bars right over here? How many students at one time should be on those monkey bars? One at a time. Should we be pulling on that person's legs when they're swinging on the monkey bars? Should we be running underneath and playing with them as they're going on the monkey bars? Not safe. Okay. How many times have I come outside and I've seen somebody perched on top of here like a bird?
0.
No, we're not going to do that, right? Not safe at all. You're not supposed to sit on top of the monkey bars. They're for swinging, arm in arm, right? Now, our lovely little spinner here. It's Mrs. Glicksberg's favorite, right? What's the rule with our spinner?
4 people.
Dante.
Only 4 people on it.
And no more.
Well, if there's 5 on it, and 1 people can fall off and only.
Correct. If there's 5, we shut it down. Supervisors shut it down. 4 on there.
And
4 on the floor, too, right? I don't want to see feet hanging. I don't want to see you swinging and whipping around. You are not to climb on these at all. They're not meant to climb. This is for 4 people, no more. 1 person rotates you. Got it? Charlie, last question.
1 pusher.
1 pusher. You got it. Okay, now, tubes. They are meant to be crawled through, as Mr. Duncan says, and not up on top. We don't want to see you up on top. Because is that being safe? No. Okay, now, Mrs. Cranford, all the way over here in front of the gym door, she pulls a card out every day. That is a gift to you. If you take a piece of equipment, you bring it back. Got it? Because then if things don't get returned, there won't be anything for the other classes to play with. And Mrs. Cranford won't have anything left. Do you understand? If you take it off that cart, you return it. Yes?
What about the giant monkey bars? The big.
You mean
yeah.
the big climbing spider web here?
Yeah, you can climb off.
Those are meant to be climbed on, not to be, you should not be really swinging on these. That's what the monkey bars are for. This is for climbing only. And we don't like to go up on the top part and fall down too. You could break a bone. That's not big, and that's my 8 minutes. Okay.
We didn't get through everything.
I know.
Yeah, but how many people did we did? We forgot 1 thing.
Spiderweb, you just have to be
We
courteous.
forgot 1 thing.
Hold
We forgot the
on.
little
Let me
one.
just do something real quick because we were a minute late. If you are on the tennis courts, which we don't have a picture of, on the tennis courts, those nets are for tennis. They are not to be meant to be swung on. You should not sit on them at all. And there's also a bench out there. There's no standing on that bench. You could slip and fall and hit your head. And there you go. It's not being safe, right? Only a wall ball tennis ball is allowed. There is no playing soccer. There is no playing football or catch. That surface on the tennis court is very slippery. You could fall and get a concussion. Not a good thing. Not safe. And now only the tennis ball is allowed on that tennis court also to play wall ball. Also, on the field rules, there is no tackling or slide tackling. You always should include those that want to play. And let's see, what else? Okay, winter rules. Snow boots are required if you're off the blacktop area. Snow boots and snow pants are required when you want to play in the field. And then last 2 things, no sliding or pushing on icy areas. Again, it gets you unstable. Someone they could be caught off guard, slip and hit into your head and hurt your arm. So we want to be safe. Remember the big, big, big rule is play safe. Yes?
And no throwing snowballs.
That's my last one.
What?
You got it.
You
And
missed
Charlie,
one.
what did I miss?
I forgot what was the name of this. In case someone's in front of here, you'll get whacked in the face.
Yes, those 2 rings. If you're flipping and moving and going around there, you have to keep clear, just like your zip line, okay? Yes.
Somebody kicked me in the stomach when they were swinging.
See, you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. What's the big picture on the playground, kiddos? Play safe.